Hi everybody, my name is Suzette Metcalf. I'm the chef and owner of the Pasta Tree Restaurant and Wine Bar in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is my second year of the International Women's Series. I started it last year. It was March 8th, it was International Women's Day, and I just wanted to wish all of my girlfriends happy International Women's Day. And I started tagging people on Facebook, and it just became like really overwhelming, and had a little bit of an aha moment and thought, wow, I got a lot of really powerful, beautiful, amazing, influential women in my life, and I really wanted to celebrate them. I felt really honored actually to be surrounded by such amazing women. All of them really are like independent, business owners, just heavy hitters in the community. I wanted to find a way to celebrate them and I guess selfishly also incorporate my restaurant. So I thought about it and I came up with honoring each of these women, one per month, and had them pick a dish that was meaningful to them. Brought them into the restaurant and we prepared the dish, and then that dish is featured for the month that they were designated. So we began the year of International Women's Series. We were very fortunate enough to raise over $7,500 for the 3 charities that I picked. The charities are Savage Support, which I'm on the board of, a founding member also. What we do is we assist women and men who are diagnosed with breast cancer, but they need help with maybe doing their laundry or help with getting their groceries, maybe someone to come in and prepare their meals for them, folding their laundry, taking them to their doctor's appointment. We had one woman that it was amazing. She was a huge gardener, and she, because of her diagnosis, she wasn't able to tend her garden. So we went in and we actually had some Boy Scouts come in and help do the garden for her. So she was able to actually have her garden without physically being able to do it herself. So that's Savage Support. The second charity is Courage Milwaukee, which I'm so just grateful and honored to know Brad and Nick, who are the founders of it. This year has been just amazing because they were able to open Courage Milwaukee House. It's just been amazing to actually see their dream come to fruition and be a part of this. I'm just so humbled by it. Courage Milwaukee is focused on the LGBTQ community youth that are homeless. When I first became part of helping out with Courage Milwaukee, I was just astonished at how many homeless children we have here in our beautiful community of Milwaukee. I grew up here, and to know that there are so many homeless children on the streets is just, I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking of it. It's just devastating to me. And if I can help to get these kids off the street and give them a purpose and know that they are loved by all of us and they are unique in their own ways and beautiful and amazing, and now to be able to give them a home to teach them the skills and to get them ready for the community. I'm going to go in and teach them how to cook some meals, and with the funds that were raised this year, we were actually able to purchase dressers for the Courage Milwaukee home. And I literally went online and purchased the dressers. They were delivered, the boys put them together, and they're using them today. So to be part of a charity that where your money's going, you can walk in and physically touch what you helped bring toward the charity is amazing. Obviously, it's very dear to my heart. And then the third charity is Express Yourself Milwaukee. And again, that is focused toward the youth. It's more through the arts. So what they do is they put on an annual fundraiser. The whole year, the children are part of every aspect of the charity. And Lori Vance this year is actually part of the International Women's Series, and she is the founder of Express Yourself Milwaukee. So the kids from day one, they're learning how to play instruments. They're part of the graphic designs, designing their t-shirts. They do the backdrops for the performance that they put on. They choreograph, they sing, they dance. It's just amazing. And that is also helping to keep our youth just off the streets or sitting home playing video games, all day. It's getting them active in the community and teaching them skills. One of the women that she started with Express Yourself Milwaukee as a child, she now plays in the Milwaukee Symphony, you know, and she learned to play the violin through Express Yourself Milwaukee. So just amazing. And I'm, you know, again, just so thrilled to be a part of that. And these 3 charities are near and dear to my heart. This is our 2nd year. The momentum is building, and I'm patting myself on my own back because I'm really proud of what I've done and created. We're making a difference here in Milwaukee, and it really means a lot to me to do that, be part of my community, and also get you into the pasta tree and teach you and educate you about all these beautiful women that are a part of my life. So thank you, and I hope to see you in the restaurant. And if you want any information, just take a look at our Facebook page, our Instagram page, our website. I look forward to you joining in on our series. So thank you, have a great day, and cheers. Hello everybody, and welcome to our April edition of International Women's Series. I have my friend here, Deb Landerman, and she is my Miss April. This is our 2nd year of doing International Women's Series, so I'm super excited. We were able to raise about $7,500 last year, and to share it amongst 3 very near and dear to my heart charities, Express Yourself Milwaukee, Courage Milwaukee, and Savage Support. I asked Deb if she would want to be part of the series, and she was right away, said absolutely, I would love to. So Deb, talk a little bit about you and what you do, and how you're helping save me already. She was putting a little ointment on me and gave me a few drops already today to make me feel better. I've been having a little trouble with my wrist.
Yeah,
so.
And it helps take the edge off really quick. But yeah, so I'm Deb Landerman, and Susie and I have been friends for a couple years now.
Yeah, yep.
And you know, we've
a lot of mutual friends too.
Yes, a lot of mutual friends, and we both have the giving heart, the kind heart that we want to be involved with anything that we can to give back and charities. And so when she asked me if I wanted to participate, and I was absolutely, I want to.
Yeah,
and we're excited, of course.
Yep.
And she has such a fabulous restaurant here that, you know, so many people hear about. And I'll tell you what, if you've never been here, you need to come, because the ambience is just so comfortable, and the food is always delicious. So when she asked me about a recipe, that was really difficult. I'm like, oh my God, can we make a few? Because everything is so delicious here. So
I love the recipe you picked, and I've been wanting to put a lamb shank on the. Oops, I gave it away. I've been wanting to put a lamb shank on, so it's great, and especially with spring. I mean, for Easter, a lot of times you have lamb.
Yeah.
So on that note, your dish is lamb shank. Yep.
Well, and my husband and I travel quite a bit internationally, and we've had asabuco, and every time that we go to a different island, that's always one of our favorite dishes to get.
Yep.
And so I thought it would be a little different and a little intriguing, and I would have no clue how to make it at home. So we thought, you know what, that would be fabulous if you would really go outside and do this for us. That would be so amazing. And I think for everybody to have the opportunity to taste this.
Yeah.
You know, because it's so delicious and so different.
Right. So I have the lamb shanks here, and they're from Strauss, which is a very reputable, beautiful company. So what we're going to do is I got a pan here. I'm just going to heat up a little bit of olive oil. And what you can do is, I have some flour here.
Alrighty.
And in the flour, I have basically just a little bit of salt and pepper. If you want to put on some gloves, so you don't get your hands all gummy.
So one thing else that we're doing is that we are going to do a cannabis-infused beverage.
Yes.
Which we're really excited about doing. And I think in the future, Susie's thinking about, you know, maybe doing some cannabis-infused appetizers and maybe some meals, because there is just so much awareness right now about what's going on.
Going to. Yeah. I'm so excited because Deb is kind of educating me on how to make that happen. So it's a win-win. Yeah. So what you can do is just kind of dredge them, and you'd want to, you know, then you can take both of them, kind of shake them off.
Okay.
And then we'll just put them in the pan here with the olive oil.
I'm so excited. This is going to be so much fun.
And then while you're doing that, I'm just going to start chopping these vegetables. I'm actually going to do the leek because I have to, we need to clean this. And as you know, have you worked with leeks before?
I have not.
Okay, so I'll show you. So with the leek, you kind of like to, I think I have some water here.
These are beautiful. Look at this. And that's another thing about being here, is that all of her products. She makes sure that she has the best quality. It's, you know, you have to start with the right product.
Absolutely. It's very important. And I work with a lot of local farmers, and I
Yes.
try to get as much local as I can.
Yeah. I love that.
And it's wonderful because the farmers, you know, they really enjoy that too, working with us chefs here in Milwaukee. And
it really makes you stand out in the crowd.
Yeah, yeah. Well, to me, it's not even that. It's just the importance of using local products,
Right.
you know.
More natural, organic, and
Yep.
getting the good vitamins in there that you can. Okay.
So we can just bring these over here. You
All
can
right.
take your gloves off, and there's a garbage right next door there. You can kind of smell the oil. So we're just gonna lay these in here. And what the flour does is it helps with a little bit of the caramelization, and it also helps with, once we put our stock in here, it will help thicken and have a little viscosity to the sauce. So,
Great.
so we'll just put these away. And then if you want to just continue to chop the veg, and it can all just be rough chop. Everything's been washed.
Okay.
The carrots, I leave the skin right on because we're not using it aesthetically. We're just using it for flavor. And those are where all the vitamins are. So you don't need to, why not just keep the peel on where keep those vitamins in there. Once you take that off, you're kind of taking, the...
Oh. Good to know.
Yeah. Just to me, it's just wasting. So these have been seasoned. I'm going to season with just a little bit more with some salt and pepper.
My husband would be impressed if he saw you giving me this knife to use. Thank you for sharing that about you're just using this for the flavor then.
Yeah, we don't need it aesthetically, so why, why take all that out? And the celery, I think a lot of people, they throw all the leaves away and stuff.
Yeah.
I use that. You can even use those leaves tossed in your salad. You know, I mean, the leaves have great flavor. Please don't hurt yourself, Gary. Gary will never forgive me.
No. Yeah, we don't want that flavor in there.
No, we don't want that flavor. So now I'm just getting a little color. Deb, you can see on the...
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Is there a special olive oil or anything, or do you like to use grapeseed oil sometime, or what do you prefer to?
I use extra virgin olive oil, and this is, I actually have a little container here for you to take home with you.
Oh, thank you.
This is from a friend of mine that when I was in Italy, I met, and we did a tour of his olive grove, and I've been purchasing olive oil from him for the last 3 years. So that's what we use here at the pasta tree. It's very spicy. You can give you a little taste here. But that's a good quality olive oil when you got that real pepper flavor. Just take a little.
Wonderful. Thank you.
They say a spoonful of olive oil a day helps keep the doctor away.
Very fresh.
Yeah.
It's very fresh.
Okay, so we got a little color on these. And then you can add, you can do your celery yet and onion.
Okay.
And again, just rough chop. And I am going to grab my chicken.
You can taste a little bit of that pepper in there.
Yeah. Isn't that nice?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
So when you're sauteing like that, do you add salt and pepper and garlic at this point or no?
I did add a little bit of salt and pepper on the shanks, but we will add another layer. And that's kind of what it is with cooking. You're layering. You know, you're building your flavors. So you want everything that you touch, you want to at least get some seasoning on. You know, I mean, be aware of your salt because you don't want to over salt. But, and then I need to get some red wine. And then once you're done with that, Deb, you can put all the veg. We'll put it right in with the shanks.
With the water.
Not the water, no.
Do you have a strainer you want me to take this out of?
Yeah, it's 10-finger strainer.
Okay.
I'm going to take these, and then the onion you can just put on here, and you can bring it over when it's done. So I'm doing celery, carrot, and onion. You just put it right in. Beautiful.
I am so honored to be cooking with you.
Oh,
I
thank you. That's so sweet of you.
I am. I'm so honored.
Okay, and then we're just gonna, this is red wine.
Okay.
Ooh,
That was
Yep.
delicious.
And then you asked about, the like salt and pepper and stuff. So now I just added some more ingredients. So I'm gonna add a little bit more salt and pepper, just to kind of, so that your vegetables are seasoned too. So you're just kind of layering, I guess, would be my way of looking at it. And not a lot, just because I know I'm gonna season this again. You don't wanna over season right now, especially with the meat that it's, you're just starting to cook it. If you put too much salt in there, it's not only, you'll ruin the meat,
Okay.
and so. And then I just have some chopped garlic here. I'm gonna add, this is probably about 5 or 6 cloves of garlic. And I just kind of,
Do you put garlic in everything?
I pretty much do.
So do I.
I do, yeah.
I think that's the right way to cook.
And I can notice if it doesn't have it, like that's my palate is, I love the garlic.
I do too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes. And I add garlic to everything.
Yep, I do too.
Yeah.
I
It
do
just
too.
it changes everything. Okay, so what do we have
Okay, so
here?
now I'm adding some bay leaves, lamb. It's my little kind of secret thing. I always add just a touch of cinnamon. It kind of just tastes homey to me, comforty.
Yeah.
So, and not a lot. It's almost like, so when you taste this, you're gonna go, what is that? It's not gonna be a prominent cinnamon flavor.
I think it's the island in you.
Maybe.
Because I would too.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I love that idea.
Yeah. And then we have a bunch of different herbs here. So we're just gonna add, I got some parsley. And again, this is just for braising purposes, so it doesn't have to be fancy chopped or anything. We got some sage, we'll add a little bit of that. Some fresh.
It smells so good already.
Already, yep. Some fresh thyme. And basil we'll wait on. And then I also have, I have chicken stock here. So what, you could use water, I wouldn't, but ideally you want to, either like a chicken stock or what would be wonderful is lamb stock, because with the lamb flavor. But the chicken is kind of a neutral, so and the lamb is so strongly flavored that this chicken stock is going to taste like lamb stock by the time it's going to become lamb stock. So we're really just fortifying it. And you got that red wine in there. So, just like so.
Yes.
And then we're just gonna bring this up to a simmer.
Okay.
And then we'll cover it with foil and just put it in the oven and let it braise for about 2.5 hours.
Excellent.
Okay, so we'll just kind of bring this up to a boil. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna make some polenta and we're just gonna serve that with a lamb shank.
Excellent.
Okay. So have you ever made polenta before?
I have never.
Perfect. So I'm going to teach you how.
Okay. Is polenta a rice or
No, polenta it's corn, but it's been ground like very fine. So it's kind of like grits. I mean, if you would, but it's a lot better because we fortify it with Parmesan cheese and cream,
Yum.
butter,
garlic?
Yeah. So
Excellent.
I'm just going to start with some water here. Just about like 2 cups. Okay, so what I have here is just some water, and I'm going to add some cream. So I do pretty much half and half. So I'm doing half water, half cream. And again, here I could use chicken stock too. We used our chicken stock in here, so.
Would you normally use chicken stock instead of water?
Yeah.
More flavor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would. But you also, like with the restaurant I actually use water, or I use vegetable stock, because that way it's vegetarian, so if someone wants it, they can have it. If I use chicken stock, they can. So, and then I'm just gonna season this a little bit with some salt and pepper. And we're gonna bring this up to, and a lot of people, I don't like white pepper. Aesthetically, a lot of people like white pepper just because you can't see it in there. I don't know what it is, but I do not like white pepper, and I can smell it like a mile away. It's just something about it. I don't know. I don't like it on my palate at all. So I use black pepper for everything, and we actually get in the peppercorns and we grind all our own pepper.
Wow.
So it's nice and fresh, and you're getting a really good flavor. So we'll probably get a pretty fast boil on this, and so it's basically like cornmeal, I guess would be a good description of it. So you can see how it's real fine.
Very fine.
Yeah. And it just gets really creamy, and then with butter and Parmesan, it's lovely. I think you're going to really like it.
Oh, good.
I think I'm going to turn you on to something that
Awesome.
you're going to really like. So we just bring this to a boil. We're kind of waiting for both of them. Why don't you talk a little bit about your company and what you're doing? And I'm so honored, Deb, because I'm learning so much from you, and I'm really excited about, because this is a whole new wave that's coming through our country. You know, it's
really
the
is.
cannabis, and you know, there are so many. I think it's been being used for so long in the world, or like in our
Yes.
lifetimes. Or
Yes.
I don't know, what am I trying to?
For thousands of years.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
In fact, I don't know if you know this, but the first American flag was made out of hemp.
Wow, I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's you know, this is God's plant, and it's been around for thousands of years, and then it was taken off the market, and just recently has been approved now. You know, the president signed the bill that we can start. You know, you have to be very careful of the quality that you're using, and that's probably my biggest concern. Is that, you know, people think that they can get CBD oil now, and you know, you have to be careful what the ingredients is, how it's been processed, and what it's all about. So really, our passion is just educating people that there is an alternative now.
So
to pay.
talk
It's
about
for-
that, because because you have, like, people are selling it on the street corner.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I'll stand closer to you so
Yeah.
then you can watch that.
So I'm just adding the polenta.
So we have our company represents actually the #1 hemp derived selling CBD oil, hemp oil in America right now, and the whole idea of using a hemp oil, a CBD oil, is to help get people relief with pain, sleeping, anxiety, you know, anything that has to do with any kind of pain
Depression,
that you have.
too?
Yes.
Yeah.
So our product it's called ULTRACELL, but it's a
ULTRACELL.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a USDA certified organic hemp out of Colorado, which is incredible.
Now, is that the difference? Like, are some not certified?
Oh,
A lot.
ours is probably one of only a few that has been USDA certified.
Really? So
And
how can these other people sell it if it's not?
Yeah, well,
Oh, okay.
there's going to
Gotcha.
be some restrictions coming soon,
Gotcha. Okay.
but you want to make sure you're using a good product,
Exactly.
and you know that's what
And
people
pure,
need.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is a pure oil. This is not an isolate. This is a full spectrum. So we use the whole male hemp plant.
Okay.
And then we do a very clean extraction so that we're getting 400 compounds, vitamins, and minerals. People think that it's CBD oil, but actually a full spectrum hemp oil is better for you, because then you're getting all of the flavonoids and the terpenes and all the vitamins and minerals that are in the product.
Wow.
So I mean, if you're going to use that, you might as well use all of it
Yep.
and get all the benefits from all the vitamins. So
Right.
So it's not just a CBD. It's got all the CBDs in there, and it works on your central nervous system. And the CBD one is going to work with your brain health, and the CBD 2s. I don't want to tell too much, but
Right.
it's going to help with your immune system. It helps with your whole endocannabinoid system.
Wow.
That's what we want really people to learn about, is the endocannabinoid system. But I guess the one point that is very important that makes it very different is that CBD oils typically, and hemp oils, are typically 6 to 7% absorbed. That's it.
Wow.
Okay, and we have a dual delivery system that makes ours up to 94% absorbent. And so people are going to get fast results, because if you have a headache, you're not feeling good, your wrist is hurting, you want to feel better soon.
Right.
So you're going to get fast
Relief.
onset relief, and then it's going to last a long time.
Oh,
And-
interesting.
Yes, and I have to tell you, and we're very proud of this, our company had third-party studies done at the Mayo Clinic.
Wow.
So we have all of the proof, and I'll tell you what, when you start changing lives,
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to learn about it, and
Yeah.
it's really interesting to me. And so here, I just added the cheese. And I'm just gonna mix this in. This has come to a boil, so we're gonna, I'm gonna cover that with foil, and we're gonna get it into the,
I can see why your hand hurts, why your wrist hurts.
right. Well, and I'm constantly doing this, and I'm lifting,
I see that.
you know, but I usually lift it with one hand. I didn't want to do it with.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off, and I'm gonna cover it with foil. And then we're gonna let that braise for about 2.5 hours.
So this kind of looks like an oatmeal.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of got
kinda,
that
yeah.
texture a little bit.
Or like porridge, I guess people would, you know.
It smells delicious.
Yeah, I think you're gonna really like it. You're gonna
Okay.
be pleasantly surprised. Okay, so.
The other thing about this, Susie, is that because ULTRACELL is water soluble,
Oh.
you know, because you know oil and water don't
Yeah.
mix, that's why you can use this for your beverages and recipes.
Yeah,
Because it's going to absorb.
yeah. Oh, I'm excited to.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna put this in, and then we will take it out when it's ready.
You are amazing.
Okay, let me grab
Look at this.
a nice plate.
Oh my God. This was so hard to pick this recipe. I want a bolognese so bad.
Oh, I do a lamb bolognese. That's what we're running right now. So.
Oh, good.
Okay, so we're going to.
Am I in your way?
Not really, no.
Okay. Oh my God.
Okay,
Look
so
at
we
that.
just took this out of the oven, and we're just going to.
And you can smell that cinnamon just a
just
little
a
bit.
little hint, and that's all I want. And then you can see how tender it is. See how it's almost just falling off the bone.
Oh my gosh.
And this is just going to be really yummy. And then what we'll do is I'll take these out. I'll strain all of this off, and that's where I'm saying it doesn't matter what the vegetables look like, how they're chopped or anything, because I mean you just want them uniform so they kind of cook at the same temp. But I'm going to strain that, and then I'm just going to take a ladle and I'll use that to just kind of extract all the juice and everything out of the vegetables. And then we'll take this sauce and we'll reduce it, and that's what will be our sauce for our lamb. So for now, I think I'm just going to, I'll just ladle it out and we'll try, because all those, for the restaurant, we'll strain it all out.
Okay.
But for today, we'll just taste it like this.
Excellent.
So the polenta, I'm just going to put a little bit on the plate here.
So what temperature did you bake these at?
I baked it at 350.
Okay.
Yep.
For 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. Yep.
So I could actually try to make this at home.
Absolutely, you can make it at home. Absolutely, you can make it at home. Okay, and then we're gonna just put one of these bad boys
Oh my gosh.
right on here.
I can't wait for everybody to come on April 10th and
I
try
know.
this.
And then we're gonna grab a ladle here just for some juice, some sauce. And again, folks, we're just using the sauce right out of here. What we will do is I'll strain this, and then I'll also add a little bit more red wine. I'll fortify it with a little red wine, and then let that reduce to a nice sauce consistency. But I think we want to try this, right?
I think we do. Yes, we do.
Just like so. And then we'll give it a little parsley garnish. We can even do a little more, kind of like so.
Beautiful.
And then Deb, I'll let you take the first taste. Try the polenta and just let me know how you feel about that. Because we don't have to, we can serve this with pasta. I think the polenta is going to be just yummy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And
Oh,
then
that
with
is-
it, now taste it a little bit with the lamb shank.
Oh my gosh, this is fabulous.
Yeah. I think that's the way to go, huh?
This is delicious. Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. Oh.
Good. And see how simple it
Oh.
was? I mean, you can totally do this at home.
Oh,
Yeah.
you need to try this.
Okay, I will. Let me grab myself a fork. So you guys, thank you for watching, and make sure and come to Deb's dinner. It is April 10th.
Yep, on Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
Yep.
And we're going to be doing a 3-course dinner, and well, we're going to kind of say 4-course because we're going to do this cannabis cocktail, and then we're going to have wine pairings, and this dinner is going to be $65 because we are doing the cannabis cocktail, and we're going to have some really beautiful wines. Gary, Deb's husband, they're both into wine, so we want to really kind of accent that.
Thank you.
So give us a shout. You can reach us at Facebook or Instagram or our website, pastatreemilwaukee.com.
Super excited to see you all there, and thank you so much again.
You're welcome.
I appreciate
You're
this.
welcome. I think it went really well, and I think our dish is a hit. I think
It
it's
is going to be fabulous.
I think we're going to have a big seller for this
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.